Hi everyone, it's me, Tisa, and I get to do the children's time this week because Pastor Chris is taking a little break, and so I'm really excited about that. And I'm missing you all, and I'm glad for an opportunity to talk to you about some of the things that I've been seeing, some of the Legos that you've been sharing, and things that you've been sharing during the children's time that's been happening during coffee hour. Those of you who have come, if you haven't, that's okay. But there are some videos on the Facebook page that some kids have shared, and you might go back and look at those. But the Legos made me think about an activity I did a long time ago with some kids that were about the same age as you all, maybe some 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds all the way up to 12. And we talked about Legos and we talked about prayer. And prayer is a hard thing, I think, sometimes for kids, because it seems like there's a right way and a wrong way. We do it during church service, and it has a structure that makes it seem like there's a way that you have to do it. And the real thing about prayer is that there aren't very many rules. It's basically a conversation between you and God, and it doesn't have to happen in a certain place or at a certain time, or it doesn't have to be about specific things. Some prayers are thank yous. Some prayers are requests for help. Some prayers are just love or adoration to God. And sometimes you might start a prayer with something like, Dear God, or Hello God, or Are you listening, God? But even if you say the prayer in your head, God can hear it. So you can pray at school in the bathroom, at school at your desk, on the school bus, in the bathtub, in the car, in your yard, in the company of others, all by yourself. There really are no rules about prayer. And the cool thing about it is that it makes it so that you always have someone to tell the things that you're happy about, or the things that are concerning you, or when you're frustrated, or when you're joyful. It's really cool to have that relationship with God. So this activity is, the first step is that you would go to your Legos. If you don't have Legos, you could do this with blocks, or you could collect some toys. Really what it is that it should inspire you. That means it should make you think about more than what that object is. So here I have a bag that I had Adric put some Legos in this morning. And I'm just going to pull a Lego out, and then I'm going to think about what that inspires me to pray for. And you can do this with your family. You can do it just you. It might be kind of fun to do it at the table at dinner time or at bedtime. And then if you stick them together, you have a structure, and you might remember what you prayed for. And that could be your prayers for the week. Or if you think of something you'd like to add, you could put it on the tower also. So here we're going to pretend that this is one that we already had going. And I have that here. And then I'm going to pull out of here. Let's see what's first. I got a blue brick. What does blue make me think of? I am thankful for all the time that we got to spend in the water this summer, whether it was at the lake or at the park or at the splash pad. Water is a gift from God. And so that was an awesome thing, and I'm thankful to God for that. So thank you, God, for water. And I'm going to put that on our structure here. Let's see what else. I find red. That makes me think this time of year especially about apples and what a blessing apples are. It also makes me think about school for some reason. So apples and teachers and that kind of thing. So I'm going to say thank you, God, for apples, and thank you, God, for school and teachers. Let's see what else I have in my bag. Little yellow one. I think if I say the school bus, you'll know what's on my mind this week. There's a lot of school happening. So the school bus, I'm thankful for the school bus, but I also want to ask God to watch over my kids on the school bus and when they're getting on and off the school bus, because I have some worries about that sometimes. So I'd say, dear God, please watch over my kids when they're on the bus. Let's see what else. Oh, Adric. Anybody feel like that sometimes? There's been a lot of this face in my house this week. And so I am going to ask God for his help in keeping peace and taking away the stress that comes with new things, and to help us not feel that way if he can. And we're going to put that there. So there's my structure. So then if this was sitting on the kitchen table or by my bedside, then when it's time to pray, or there is an opportunity to pray, we said there is no time to pray, then you can go through and remember what some of those things were for. And that's kind of a fun way to get in a habit of praying, or realizing that God is there to talk to all the time, because I think adults forget and kids forget that there is always someone to talk to, and he's a really good listener. So I hope you have a good rest of your week, and it was so nice to see you, and I love and miss you all. Bye.